Our CES 2018 coverage is proudly powered by Amazon. Help support our content by going to PLUGHITZLive.com/Amazon. Hey guys, Scott here with PLUGHITZ Live, part of the Tech Podcast Network. I'm here at Omron. Go ahead and introduce yourself for me.
I'm Jeff Ray. I've been with Omron for about 10 years, and I'm the Executive Director of Business and Technology.
Very nice. And behind me, I see we seem to have a blood pressure cuff. What have we got going on here?
So we actually have two new products that are first to the blood pressure world. The first one is where we've taken a traditional blood pressure monitor and we've incorporated an ECG into it. Okay. So people that may be suffering from AFib or other arrhythmias can now take an ECG and have a conversation with their doctor if they're detecting that they get an abnormal rhythm while they're at home.
Very cool. So it's a standard cuff, but it's got a really kind of niche specialty to it.
Yeah, so what we've done is that people are now using something that they're familiar with and now bringing in something that they're less familiar with so that we can try and do it and get a more complete picture of their heart health.
So how does it work? Do you put the cuff on and it takes both readings, or is it a two-part process? How does that work?
It's however you want to do it. You can either put the cuff on and just take your blood pressure, you can just take an ECG. We're recommending that you do both because we're trying to find out what those trends are for people that may have AFib and high blood pressure.
So the ECG runs through the cuff as well as, or is it separate?
There's actually electrodes on the side of it. So you just put your fingers on the electrodes and it communicates directly with a mobile application on your smartphone to send that signal that you can then email to your doctor if you wanted to.
Very cool. Very cool. I like that. And then I see we have what looks like a smartwatch, which seems like a bit of a departure from the blood pressure cuff. What is that about?
Well, it may look like a smartwatch, but we've actually borrowed from the design of smartwatch. Okay. The major difference here is that this is a medical device. And so what we wanted to do was make something that people wouldn't be afraid to put on their wrist and leave their house wearing. So if it looks just like a regular old smartwatch, no one's the wiser that it actually is a medical device where they can take their blood pressure. And taking your blood pressure is actually really simple. All I have to do is press the button. It's going to give me a 3-second countdown. It's going to ask me to put my hand over my heart very indiscreetly, and I can take my blood pressure. And so then I would show you that I just took a reading and my blood pressure was 119/91. We've color-coded it so people know what the meaning of their blood pressure is. So 119 is green, so that's good. 91's a little bit high, so it's red, but I'm hoping that's because I'm talking to you.
Sure.
But it does a little bit more than blood pressure. It is also an activity tracker, a sleep monitor, and does notifications just like a smartwatch would, but it is not a smartwatch, it is a medical device.
Now, we've seen some other devices that do blood pressure. But this is a medical device, you said it, this must work differently.
Yes, so this actually uses the exact same technology that's already cleared by the FDA, and it's the same technology that's used in the doctor's office. There's actually a cuff inside here that inflates with air to take your blood pressure. That is the only way that you can take your blood pressure that's cleared by the FDA. There's a lot of people that say estimated blood pressure, but that's not accurate enough to get through the FDA, and that's more why they say it's estimated.
Okay. So this has the same inflator that you would see in the other cuff, just tiny and in the watch.
Absolutely. We've just miniaturized it all the way down into something that looks like a smartwatch, and we actually had to put 2 of everything in here for safety reasons. So if in case it's inflating, you don't want to end up with a blue hand, so we put in twice the pumps and twice the valves, just in case one were to ever fail.
Okay. Well, that is really cool. It obviously, like you said, it's not a standard smartwatch. It's got some of the features of one, but it's definitely more of a niche product than, say, Fitbit.
Absolutely. But keep in mind, there are 100 million people in the United States that have hypertension that need to be owning some type of device. So we like to say this is a necessity, not a novelty.
Okay. Very cool, and obviously it makes it more convenient. Nobody wants to travel. Nobody wants to come to CES with a full rig like this. This makes the process easy.
Absolutely. So that's our whole thing. Take your blood pressure anytime, anywhere.
That's awesome. And then you mentioned an app. And I see a tablet at the bottom, so I'm guessing those are related.
Yep, so we've built an application, so all of our products that we're showing here are all connected to the application. We all want to make sure that that information that you gather from all the devices is easily sent to your doctor or reviewed by yourself so you can actually see the trend, because it's never about a single reading, it's about the trend over time that's most important.
Very cool. So I imagine it's on an iPad in the picture, so I imagine it's Apple. Is it Android as well?
Apple and Android, yep.
Fantastic. And how much of this is available now? How much is coming soon? What have we got?
So both of these new devices right now are going through the process where we'll be submitting to the FDA. It takes between 2 to 4 months to get cleared. So we're saying probably late fall, early fall to late fall is when we expect to see it on the market.
Okay. And does the app only work with these two, or the rest of your products as well?
So these are some of the new products. We have a connected line, that's our core line, and all of those products that are connected will work with our application.
And is the app already out there now?
A version of the app is out there now, but we will be rolling out a brand new one here in the next couple months.
Okay. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk to me today. For continuing CES 2018 coverage, stay tuned to PLUGHITZlive.com/CES.